I sometimes wonder if, hidden beneath all that we can touch, see, and even dream, there lies a quiet truth that the cosmos, vast and unfathomable, watches over nothing. This belief, this philosophy of cosmic indifference, isn't just the acceptance of our insignificance in the grand scale of the universe. No, it's something far more chilling, far more honest. It's the understanding that the universe holds no regard for us, for our joys or our pains, our triumphs or our tragedies. It is a truth that feels as indifferent as the space between stars and as haunting as the silence after a storm. Imagine it: everything we hold close, the beauty of a sunrise, the warmth of human touch, or the comfort of a well-worn path, all cherished in our small, fragile worlds. Yet to the cosmos, these moments matter no more than the birth of stars in distant galaxies, too far removed from us to be anything more than a faint light in the night. It's as though our lives, delicate as they are, flicker in and out like dust caught in sunlight, both luminous and insignificant. This indifference, this cold neutrality, is a brutal reminder that the universe neither rewards nor punishes, neither cares nor observes. We are alone in a quiet, sprawling void. Some might say this truth is harsh, even cruel. After all, isn't it a comfort to believe that we are special, that somewhere in the infinite blackness, there is a force that sees us, knows us, cares for us? But I've come to see cosmic indifference as a peculiar kind of freedom. Without an ever-watchful eye, without cosmic rules or celestial judges, we are left to our own devices, to write our own stories against the canvas of the stars. The universe may be indifferent, but in that indifference lies an invitation to forge meaning where none exists. I find myself gazing up at the night sky often. That endless stretch of black punctuated by stars, planets, and galaxies I'll never touch. How absurd, how remarkable, that these distant lights have existed long before I was born, and will continue to burn long after I'm gone. They care nothing for my presence, my thoughts, or my fears. Yet, in their silent endurance, I find a strange companionship, a reminder that existence, in all its forms, is resilient. Each star tells me, in its quiet language, that it, too, exists without need for purpose, without fear of solitude. Perhaps that is the secret. To embrace the cosmic indifference, to understand that, like the stars, we can simply be. When I think of humanity, I imagine us as a species forever striving for understanding, reaching for gods, crafting myths, and weaving together meaning from fragments of what we can't understand. We have painted the sky with stories, imbuing stars with the personalities of ancient gods and drawing lines to create patterns that only make sense in our minds. Constellations are not real, not in any physical sense. They are illusions, projections of our own need to see order in the chaos. And yet, isn't that part of the beauty? We look up, and instead of accepting the emptiness, we fill it with meaning, however fragile. It is in this defiance, in this deliberate act of imposing order on the chaos, that we create our own little pockets of purpose. And so, while the cosmos does not care, we do. We care deeply, perhaps too deeply, about the things that will one day be lost to time. We cherish fleeting moments, hold close the people we love, and mourn the losses that inevitably come with life. We may be small, but within us is a boundless capacity for wonder, for connection, and for meaning. And maybe, just maybe, that is our quiet rebellion against the indifferent universe. That in the face of silence, we sing. It's tempting, in moments of despair or solitude, to feel overwhelmed by the scale of it all. How do I, a single consciousness, reconcile my existence with the sheer magnitude of a universe that is indifferent to me? There are days when the weight of this understanding feels almost unbearable, as though I am a single grain of sand in an endless desert. But on other days, it's liberating. To know that the cosmos will go on, indifferent to my struggles and my achievements, is to be released from the pressure of cosmic expectation. I am free to simply exist, to live my life as best I can, without the need for celestial approval or condemnation. The stars, silent and remote, have watched countless civilizations rise and fall, each one no more significant to them than a passing cloud. Ancient cultures looked up at the same stars and saw omens, gods, and destiny written in their patterns. They believed, perhaps, that the heavens held answers to life's greatest mysteries, that in some way the stars cared. But time has taught us otherwise. Science has stripped the heavens of their mystique, revealing a universe governed not by gods, but by laws cold, impersonal laws that care not for human hopes or fears. This realization, that the universe operates without regard for us, can feel like a loss. Gone are the comforting myths, the benevolent forces guiding our lives, replaced by an indifferent mechanism of cause and effect. Yet, within this stark reality, I find a strange and comforting beauty. For if the universe is indifferent, then so too are its judgments. There is no right or wrong in the cosmos, no good or evil etched into the fabric of space and time. Morality, meaning, and purpose are human creations, fragile yet powerful constructs that allow us to navigate in existence without inherent direction. In a way, cosmic indifference is the ultimate act of neutrality. It does not condemn, nor does it condone. It simply is a backdrop against which we project our fears, our dreams, and our ideals. It allows us to define ourselves, to choose our values, and to pursue our passions without the constraints of divine oversight. The universe may be indifferent, but in that indifference lies a kind of respect for our autonomy, for our ability to carve out meaning in a world that offers none. I've often heard people say that without purpose, life is meaningless. They fear that if the universe doesn't care, then all we do is in vain. But I see it differently. The absence of cosmic purpose does not strip life of meaning. It simply shifts the burden of meaning-making onto us. It is up to us to decide what matters, to choose what we hold sacred, to create beauty and kindness in a world that neither demands nor rewards it. This, I think, is where the true strength of humanity lies, in our ability to create something out of nothing, to find value in the valueless, to dream in the face of emptiness. The stars may not care, but they do inspire. Their light, traveling across unimaginable distances to reach us, is a testament to endurance, to resilience. They burn for billions of years, indifferent to their own brilliance, indifferent to whether anyone notices. And perhaps that is a lesson for us. To live not for recognition, not for reward, but for the simple act of being, for the quiet satisfaction of existing fully, without need for validation. In embracing cosmic indifference, I find myself paradoxically more connected to life, more attuned to the beauty of fleeting moments, to the sweetness of things that cannot last. For in a world without inherent meaning, every experience, every relationship, every small joy becomes all the more precious. It is our awareness of their fragility, their transience, that makes them valuable. The universe may not care, but we do. And that, perhaps, is enough. The weight of existence, this strange and inexplicable awareness we possess, is something I often ponder. I think of it as a gift wrapped in mystery, a light that flickers against the backdrop of infinite night. Yet, when we peel back the layers, strip away the comforts and familiarities, we face a raw and unnerving reality. We are here, and we do not know why. It's a humbling realization, one that leaves me suspended between awe and insignificance. But if there's one thing I've come to understand, it's that in our cosmic solitude, we are given a singular and precious freedom. The freedom to define our own purpose. For centuries, humanity has sought meaning in places beyond the self. We've looked to the heavens, hoping that among the stars there might be signs of intent or wisdom, some affirmation of our place in the grand design. Ancient myths, holy texts, and philosophies have promised us purpose, woven us into narratives larger than our own lives. Yet, cosmic indifference unravels these narratives, peeling away illusions to reveal a world where meaning is not given, but made. To some, this is a terrifying prospect, stripping away the certainty that we crave. To me, it feels like the beginning of true freedom, the kind that challenges us to be creators of our own significance. In the absence of cosmic purpose, we become artists painting our lives on an empty canvas. And while the canvas may be vast and cold, it is also blank, offering endless potential for self-expression. I think of the acts of kindness, of love, of creativity that fill human lives, moments that seem small, but are in reality magnificent because they are chosen. We create families, build friendships, tell stories, and make art, all in defiance of a universe that might as well be empty. These choices, these acts of defiance, are not diminished by the indifference around them. Rather, they are amplified by it, as flames are brighter in the dark. And so, if the universe does not care, then why should we care? Why should we strive, love, and create if our efforts are bound to be swallowed by the void? The answer, I think, is deceptively simple, because we can. In the face of cosmic indifference, our capacity for empathy, for kindness, for wonder, becomes an act of resistance. We are creatures of feeling, of thought, and by choosing to care, we transcend the silence that surrounds us. It is a rebellion, perhaps the most profound one, to love in a universe that neither loves nor hates, to create beauty where there is none, to fill the void with echoes of our own making. Somewhere along the line, I stopped seeing cosmic indifference as a threat. Instead, I started to see it as a kind of unyielding foundation, a constant that allows us to build our own worlds upon it. When we strip away all illusions, what we are left with is a vast expanse of possibility, a field upon which we can play out our desires, our fears, and our dreams. Without a predefined purpose, life becomes a canvas upon which we can paint anything we wish. In a way, the very indifference of the cosmos is what makes life worth living, for it gives us the rarest of gifts, autonomy. This autonomy, though, comes with a price. It is not easy to live without cosmic assurances, without the comfort of a divine plan. It is a burden to be the sole architect of one's existence, to stand against the vastness of the unknown and declare, "I am here." But it is also a privilege, a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit. In a world that offers no guarantees, we make our own promises to ourselves and to each other. And it is in these promises, these self-imposed commitments, that we find a form of redemption, a way to infuse our lives with meaning, even when the universe offers none. I can almost feel the weight of the stars pressing down, silent witnesses to this curious dance of existence. They seem to ask, in their own quiet way, if I will continue to search for meaning in a world that has none to give. And my answer is yes. Yes, because there is beauty in the search itself, in the journey of asking questions, even when answers are elusive. The indifference of the cosmos does not deter me. If anything, it pushes me to dig deeper, to peel back layers and find the hidden gems that lie within the human experience. It is as if the stars, in their silence, dare me to keep looking, to keep wondering, and in that dare, I find an invitation to live more fully. This is what cosmic indifference means to me. Not despair, but a challenge. A challenge to find significance within, to nurture a purpose that comes not from the stars, but from our own hearts. It is a call to courage, to face the vastness of existence with a spirit unbroken by the absence of a guiding hand. And in this courage, in this fearless acceptance of our solitude, we become something more. We become travelers on a path without destination, artists in a world without meaning, lovers in a universe without sentiment. It is a kind of transcendence, one that lifts us above the mundane and allows us to see life in its raw, beautiful fragility. In embracing cosmic indifference, I have come to see life as an art form. Just as a painter finds meaning in each brushstroke, so too can we find meaning in the small, everyday choices that shape our lives. The act of living becomes an act of creation, a dance with the unknown in which each step, each moment, is a testament to our defiance. We may be finite beings in an infinite universe, but within our finitude lies a richness that infinity could never possess. We feel, we think, we hope, and in doing so, we bring color to a world that would otherwise be gray. There is, of course, a darkness to cosmic indifference, a shadow that follows its every revelation. To accept that we are alone, that there is no higher power watching over us, can feel like a lonely journey, one fraught with existential dread. But I have come to see this darkness as a necessary counterpart to light. For it is only by acknowledging the void that we can truly appreciate the moments of connection, of warmth, of laughter that fill our lives. The stars may be indifferent, but we are not. And in our caring, in our yearning, we fill the silence with echoes of something deeply human, something that transcends the emptiness. This journey, this dance with indifference, is not a straight path. There are days when I am overwhelmed by the vastness of it all, when the weight of existence feels almost too much to bear. But then there are other days, bright moments when I feel a profound sense of peace, a quiet joy in simply being. In those moments, I am reminded that life does not need a cosmic purpose to be beautiful. It is beautiful because it is fleeting, because each moment, each breath, is a reminder of the miracle of existence. As I look back on my journey, I realize that cosmic indifference has taught me more about life than any other philosophy. It has shown me that meaning is not something to be found, but something to be made. It has taught me that love, kindness, and creativity are not diminished by the universe's silence. Rather, they are made all the more precious by it. And above all, it has taught me that to live fully, to embrace life in all its beauty and pain, is the ultimate act of rebellion in a world that offers no guarantees. Perhaps, in the end, cosmic indifference is not a curse, but a gift, a reminder that we are free to live as we choose, to create our own destinies in a universe that is both beautiful and indifferent. It is an invitation to embrace the mystery, to dance in the shadows, and to find our own light in the darkness. When I think about the vastness of the cosmos, the unfathomable distances between stars, and the endless mysteries of galaxies beyond our reach, it strikes me how we are, in so many ways, tiny flames flickering against the canvas of eternity. And yet, as small as we are aware. We have the capacity not only to observe the universe, but to ponder it, to marvel at it, and to grapple with the knowledge of our own insignificance within it. This awareness, this ability to reflect on the sheer scale of existence, is both a burden and a blessing. There's something profoundly humbling about recognizing that we are mere specks in an indifferent cosmos. But humility, I have come to realize, is a kind of grace. It strips away our illusions of grandeur and reminds us of our limitations. Yet it also offers us a strange kind of empowerment. To know that we are small is to know that we are free from the weight of cosmic expectation, free to live our lives in the ways we see fit. In a universe without inherent meaning, we are liberated from the demands of destiny or fate. We are left with the raw and wild possibility of creating our own paths. I sometimes wonder what it would be like if the universe were not indifferent, if there were indeed some higher intelligence watching over us, guiding our actions, and imbuing our lives with purpose. Would life feel more meaningful? Perhaps, but it would also be bound, restricted by the contours of an external design. There would be a path laid out for us, a plan we are meant to follow. Yet, in the world of cosmic indifference, there is no preordained path, no celestial blueprint dictating who we should be or what we should strive for. Instead, there is only the wide open expanse of possibility, waiting for us to fill it with our dreams, our failures, and our triumphs. This freedom, however, is not without its challenges. It asks us to take responsibility for our lives, to craft meaning where none exists, and to create value in a world that offers none by default. It's a daunting task, and one that not everyone is prepared to face. But for those willing to embrace it, cosmic indifference offers an unparalleled opportunity for authenticity. Without the pressure of cosmic judgment, we are free to be fully human, to experience the full spectrum of existence without shame or regret. Perhaps cosmic indifference is not a void to be feared, but a canvas to be filled. The universe may not care, but we care, and in that caring, we create something beautiful, something transcendent. Each act of kindness, each expression of love, each moment of joy becomes a testament to our humanity, a declaration that we exist, that we matter, not because the universe says so, but because we say so. It is a quiet rebellion, a subtle act of defiance in a world that neither demands nor expects anything from us. As I reflect on this philosophy, I find myself drawn to the poetry of it. There is a beauty in the idea that we are, in a sense, artists of our own existence, painting meaning onto the blank canvas of life. And like all art, our lives are fleeting, impermanent, destined to fade with time. But it is precisely this impermanence that makes them precious. We are aware of our mortality, of the fact that we are but a brief spark in the vast darkness. And so we cherish each moment, each connection, each experience, knowing that they are all the more valuable for their transience. The stars may not care, but they inspire. Their light, ancient and enduring, reaches us across unimaginable distances, a reminder that even in the face of cosmic indifference, beauty exists. And perhaps, in our small way, we too are like the stars. We burn brightly for a short time, leaving behind a legacy, however small, of light and warmth. We touch the lives of those around us, leave our mark on the world, however temporary, and in doing so, we create a kind of immortality. It may not be the eternal life promised by religion or myth, but it is something. And in a world where nothing is guaranteed, something is enough. I find myself comforted by the thought that, in a universe without purpose, we have the power to create our own. Each of us, in our own way, is a storyteller, weaving narratives that help us make sense of the chaos around us. We create myths, share stories, and build communities, all in an effort to find belonging, to find connection. In the face of cosmic indifference, we do not retreat. We reach out to one another, finding solace in shared experiences, shared struggles, shared dreams. It is this resilience, this refusal to surrender to the void, that defines us as human. We are creatures of hope, of wonder, of curiosity. And even if the universe does not answer our questions, we continue to ask them, to seek meaning where there is none, to find beauty in the ordinary and the extraordinary alike. This, I believe, is the essence of what it means to be alive, to look into the abyss and, instead of falling, to build a bridge, a connection, however fragile, that allows us to walk across it. Cosmic indifference does not diminish the value of our lives. If anything, it enhances it. It forces us to confront the reality that meaning is not something we find, but something we create. And in that creation, we find a kind of transcendence, a way to rise above the chaos and embrace the wonder of existence. For even in a universe that does not care, there is beauty, there is love, there is joy. These things may be fleeting, but they are real, and in their briefness, they hold a power that eternity could never possess. So, I choose to live, to embrace the uncertainty, the mystery, the indifference, and to find my own way through it. I choose to care, to love, to create, not because the universe demands it, but because I do. In a world without inherent meaning, I become the source of meaning, the creator of my own purpose. And in that creation, I find a freedom, a joy, that no cosmic decree could ever provide. Cosmic indifference, then, is not a curse but a gift. It is an invitation to live fully, to embrace each moment with an awareness of its fragility, to find beauty in the transient, and to create a life that is meaningful not because it is eternal, but because it is ours. The universe may be silent, but we are not. And in our voices, in our stories, in our lives, we leave an echo, however small, that resonates against the vastness of the cosmos. It is a strange, almost paradoxical comfort, to find meaning in the absence of meaning. But perhaps that is the greatest lesson of all, that in the face of an indifferent universe, we have the power to choose, to create, to love. We are small, yes, but within each of us lies a universe of possibilities, a cosmos of dreams waiting to be realized. And that, in the end, is enough.